Hey guys, in here, welcome back to another video, and today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking about the state of Hypixel. So, I know multiple people have done this topic before, but I feel like it's my turn to address my issues with Hypixel, and I just want to clarify that I'm doing this out of love and not hate for the server, okay? Hypixel is my favorite server by far, and I have so many good memories of it. I mean, it's brought me so many internet friends, so many collaborations, so many memories. I mean, it's just been great. So, I do this out of love, not out of hate. And yeah, let's just get right into the video. And actually, before we get into the video, I'm just gonna say one more thing. If you guys do enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. All right, now let's get to the video. So the main things I'm going to be talking about in this video are Skyblock and Watchdog. I think all other topics have been covered, if there are any other topics, but these two are really the primary sources of Hypixel's issues at the moment, and I really just want to address these. So first, we're going to talk about Watchdog and why it's not great. So as a Skywars player, hackers are typical. Like, a lot of cheaters come onto Skywars. I mean, they're b-hopping, flying, blatantly reach hacking, or anti-knockback hacking, whatever. Whatever it may be, that is what happens. But it shouldn't be this way. Hypixel is the largest Minecraft server of all time, and you would think that would mean that Hypixel has the best anti-cheat. Now, Hypixel's anti-cheat used to be really good, but now that people are coming up with more and more ways to cheat on Minecraft and more hacked clients, Watchdog is kind of lagging behind a lot. I know other servers have better anti-cheats than Watchdog, and they will be able to ban someone with 3.03 block reach or something. Like, it's super precise, super insane. So the fact that Watchdog can't do that is almost laughable at this point. Now, I do a little bit of programming, so I can understand, like, you're probably just hitting a roadblock to the developers of Watchdog, and obviously, I don't think you can just look at someone else's programming for an anti-cheat, but my personal advice is that if it comes down to it, just keep the current Watchdog and just reprogram a different one, like, entirely from scratch, because I know Watchdog is advanced, but the hacked clients are becoming way more advanced than Watchdog is. So if it comes down to it, you might have to just restart the whole process of creating Watchdog. Watchdog 2.0, I guess. I mean, that's literally what you could call it. If it comes down to that and you make a better anti-cheat, well, that means you're gonna have a lot less cheaters and your players are gonna be, one, happy, but two, really impressed. And that'll really show your growth as a server even now in 2020. I'm not saying just go to other servers and be like, hey, can I look at your programming so I can see what to do because I'm Hypixel and I really need to see? No. You don't need to do that. But what you need to do is just find another answer, okay? I'm not saying you're failing. I'm just saying you need to find another answer because right now it's not working. I also want to just take this time into the video to say sorry if you can hear any background noise. I have a dryer and washer machine going right now, so sorry if you can hear that noise. All right, now let's get to the second point I want to get to in this video, which is Skyblock. Hypixel Skyblock is a very well-developed game mode. It really is. It's super advanced. But the problem is, when you focus so much on one game mode, you're leaving all the others behind. And I think that ties into the Watchdog issue. I mean, what good is a hacker gonna do in Skyblock, right? I mean, Watchdog doesn't really have a purpose in Skyblock. Maybe an auto-clicker, but I can't even see that having a good use in Hypixel Skyblock. So, the only thing I can think of is that Hypixel isn't focused on Watchdog because they're focused on Skyblock. Now, from a business perspective, that makes sense because one game mode's doing really well, bringing in more players, bringing in more money, which makes sense. You know, you are the largest Minecraft network, but you are outcasting those who have been here since the beginning, or even since before Skyblock. It doesn't have to be like OG Hypixel player, just before Skyblock, so like 2 years or something. I don't know. You're actually outcasting those players by focusing on that one game mode. From a business perspective, it makes sense, but from a player's perspective, it just sounds like you don't care about your players. Hypixel Skyblock, like I said, is a very well-developed game mode, but that should not be an excuse for the other game modes to have issues. Now, this really hit me. Like, I've always known about this issue, but it really hit me from this past Christmas where there was no new Christmas maps. Like, you just used the exact same ones for Bed Wars and Skywars as you did last year, and I'm sure you did for the other game modes too. And that really just hit it home that you really don't care about your players players, nor do you care about the game modes, because you're focused on one. And like I keep saying, I really do understand from a business perspective, but from the perspective of a player, someone who wants to come onto Hypixel, play some Skywars, and make a video off of it, I would prefer you to focus on those game modes and maybe sacrifice some time spent to Skyblock than focusing all your time into Skyblock and having those game modes be trash, forcing players to actually go away. Because you have to think about the players that don't play Skyblock. I mean, I'm sure thousands upon thousands of players still don't play Skyblock, like me. I mean, I have it a little bit, but like I don't really play it. I play Skywars and Bed Wars primarily. So to see Skyblock being the game mode that all this attention is going to, it kind of just hurts knowing that you'd rather focus on one game mode because it's just like, ooh, bringing more players. And I get it, it's bringing more players than ever, but like you're not truly focusing the issue at hand, which is there's a cheater problem in Skywars and Bed Wars isn't getting enough attention. I mean, there's not even updates happening for the game modes. When was the last time you added a new item or changed a price or added a new cosmetic? It really doesn't sound like Hypixel's putting any time into those game modes now, and they're just letting the cheaters do their thing, and they're just letting players get bored and quit. And if you're gonna let those thousands upon thousands of players that don't play Skyblock go away, you're eventually gonna hurt your server more than help it by ignoring the issue at hand. I would even go as far as saying Skyblock shouldn't even be called Skyblock. I mean, I obviously understand that Skyblock is called Skyblock because Hypixel Skyblock, whoa, that's never happened before, but it's really not a Skyblock game mode. When you spend more time off your island than on it, I don't really think that sounds like Skyblock to me. That just sounds like Minecraft grinding with an island. But whatever, name's fine, I guess. That was a previous issue I had. I don't really care about that now, but it's just kind of funny to me. So here's my question to you, Hypixel. Are you really going to let thousands of players leave because you don't want to focus on the issues at hand with other game modes, or are you going to focus on the thousands of players that come in for one game mode that'll eventually leave you when that game mode dies? Because let's be honest, every single game mode that has hype has died down. Skywars was once the peak of Hypixel. It started to go down a little bit. Then Bed Wars came out. Whoa, that's amazing. Started to go down. And now Skyblock has brought in more players than ever. But we know Skyblock will die eventually. You can't keep it going forever. I honestly think the best game mode that you guys have created as far as long term is definitely Skywars. Skywars has been around on your server forever. And I know I'm kind of addressing this video as if like I'm talking to Hypixel, but just bear with me. I know I've been doing that. Just trying to get a point across. Skywars has been the longest game mode. I mean, it's what brought me to Hypixel, first of all. Imagine me from 6 years ago? No, 5 years ago, I think. I think I joined in 2015. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I watched, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, that's been one heck of a journey, man. That's been a long time. And I have so many great memories on Hypixel, but I can't continue making memories if the server won't focus on the game mode that brought me there. It won't focus on their other two most popular game modes. I'm sure Skyblock has more players than Bed Wars and Skywars combined, but like you do realize that some Skyblock players actually play other game modes too, right? Like they don't focus all their time into Skyblock. So main point on this is that I would prefer you guys to stop focusing so much on Skyblock and focus on fixing Watchdog for Skywars and Bed Wars and literally any other PvP game mode. I'd prefer you guys to push updates for those game modes that are left in the shadow of Skyblock, because let's be honest here, it will die eventually, and when it does, your players will turn away because you haven't been focusing on the other two game modes. But if you keep those two other game modes, at least the two, I mean, please update other game modes as well, like murder, mystery, duels, whatever, but please focus at least on Skywars and Bed Wars, because remember, those two also got a rapid spike in your server, and I know you've done this whole thing before, but it's never been as bad as it is now. So what I'm saying is, it is at a place of love, but you guys really need to focus on Watchdog and updates for at least Skywars and Bed Wars, preferably murder mystery as well, because I know some people play that, because in the long run, that will help you. I'm sure of it. All right, now that we've gone over the two main points, I actually do want to go over some side points, like two little side things. It's not really as big as the other two, but it is just two more things on the side. First is the lag. There's just bad hit registration and lag, and whenever I'm on a certain map in ranked Skywars, I'll go on a certain map, and only sometimes it'll lag me out, and that'll be because I'm on fire or something. Or if I approach a player, sometimes, and they have sketchy hits, I actually start to lag. So I don't know what's going on there, but that's just something that shouldn't happen. As far as hit registration goes, yeah, there's lag behind that. Like hit registration, like the hits don't even register. I just don't understand. Like why do hits not register whenever I'm literally doing the clicking action? I mean, I can block hit for like one hit to get it reset, but that's I shouldn't have to do that. So those are just 2 little minor things that I've noticed in Skywars and in Bed Wars. The hit registration is primarily more for Bed Wars, and the lag is for Skywars. So, you know, hand in hand. Another thing is that Hypixel kind of prefers laggy players over normal players. If you're lagging with like 4-barring, you probably have an advantage, which is not epic, because you don't take proper knockback. You get some weird hits and reach, and overall kind of just looks like you're cheating, and some people can use that to their advantage. It's just really weird. So yeah, those are just 2 little minor things. I mean, there's still big issues, but they're not as big as issues as I wanted to cover in this video with the whole Watchdog and Skyblock thing. And honestly, I think that lag stuff I was just talking about with hit registration, lag, and laggy players, I think those are subsequent effects of Skyblock lag. Skyblock like killing the rest of the server. So those are just 2 little things. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe, ring the notification bell, join my Discord server, links in the description and the pinned comment. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at AidanGreenNinja. And guys, make sure you don't have a girlfriend, because that way you can watch my videos. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So peace out, guys, and thanks for watching.